Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, we're tackling the confusing world of sugar substitutes. You see them everywhere. Diet sodas, protein bars, your morning coffee. They promise sweetness without the calories, but are they really safe? Headlines flip-flop. One day a sweetener is fine, the next it's dangerous. It's hard to know what to believe, so let's cut through the noise and look at the science. We'll break down the most popular sugar substitutes, what the FDA says, and what research actually shows. My goal? Give you the facts so you can make smart choices for your health. Ready to find out which sweeteners are worth it and which to avoid. Let's dive into the truth about sugar substitutes. First up, let's talk about stevia, a natural sweetener that comes from the leaves of the stevia rhodiana plant. This small, leafy herb has been prized for its sweetness for generations. Used for centuries in South America, stevia was traditionally added to teas and medicines. Today, it's become a global favorite, found in kitchens and cafes around the world as a sugar substitute. The real magic comes from steviol glycosides, the compounds responsible for stevia's intense sweetness. These are 200 to 400 times sweeter than regular table sugar, so just a pinch goes a long way. Because you only need a tiny amount to sweeten your food or drinks, stevia is considered a zero-calorie sweetener. It's a popular choice for people watching their calorie intake or managing diabetes. The FDA has approved high-purity stevia extracts as safe for consumption, but it hasn't given the green light to whole leaf or crude stevia products due to limited safety data. Most research shows that purified stevia is safe for nearly everyone, including children and pregnant women, when used within the recommended daily limits. It's even found in some baby foods and prenatal products. Some early animal studies did raise concerns about possible side effects, but those studies used unpurified forms of stevia and extremely high doses, much more than anyone would ever consume. In contrast, human studies have found no major health risks. In fact, some research suggests that stevia may even help lower blood pressure and support healthy blood sugar levels, making it appealing for people with hypertension or diabetes. Of course, there are a few downsides. Some people notice a bitter or licorice-like aftertaste, and scientists are still studying how stevia might affect gut bacteria over the long term. Still, when it comes to natural sweeteners, purified stevia stands out as a safe, plant-based option for most people looking to cut back on sugar. Just remember to stick to the approved, high-purity extracts and avoid unrefined stevia products. If you're searching for a plant-based sweetener that's both safe and versatile, stevia is a solid choice to consider for your daily routine. Next, aspartame, best known as Equal or NutraSweet. It's in diet sodas, sugar-free gum, and more. Made from 2 amino acids, it's 200 times sweeter than sugar, so you use very little. The FDA and global health agencies have reviewed hundreds of studies and say aspartame is safe for most people. The only exception, people with PKU, a rare genetic disorder, must avoid it. Early cancer scares came from flawed animal studies. Large human studies haven't found a link. Some people report headaches or mood changes, but these aren't consistently proven in research. For the vast majority, aspartame is safe at normal consumption levels. Its reputation is controversial, but the science is clear. Now, let's talk sucralose, aka Splenda, the yellow packet. It's made by modifying real sugar, making it 600 times sweeter and non-caloric. Sucralose is heat-stable, so it's great for baking and cooking. The FDA and other agencies say it's safe, with a high daily intake limit. Most of it passes through your body without being absorbed. Some animal studies suggest it might affect gut bacteria, but human evidence is limited. There's also concern about heating sucralose to very high temperatures, which could create potentially harmful compounds. For typical use, it's considered safe, but don't overdo it in high-heat recipes. Sucralose is popular for a reason. It's versatile and low-calorie. Just be mindful of evolving research. For most, it's a safe sugar alternative. Meet saccharin, the original artificial sweetener, found in Sweet and Low. Discovered in the 1800s, it's 300 to 400 times sweeter than sugar. Saccharin's reputation took a hit in the 1970s after rat studies linked it to cancer. Later research showed those results don't apply to humans. The cancer warning label was removed in 2000 after extensive human studies found no risk. Today, the FDA and WHO say saccharin is safe for human consumption. The acceptable daily intake is generous. Most people won't come close. Some dislike its metallic aftertaste, and the old stigma lingers. But science has cleared saccharin's name. It's a classic example of how evidence can overturn old fears. If you like the taste, saccharin is a safe option. Don't let outdated warnings scare you off. Let's look at monk fruit extract, a natural sweetener from China. Its sweetness comes from maugrosides, antioxidants that are 250 times sweeter than sugar. Monk fruit is 0 calorie and doesn't spike blood sugar. The FDA considers it safe, and it's praised for having a clean, sugar-like taste. No major side effects have been reported, and it may even offer antioxidant benefits, though research is early. Monk fruit is often blended with other sweeteners, so check labels. It's a strong contender for those seeking a natural, safe alternative. No bitter aftertaste, no blood sugar spikes. Monk fruit is a rising star in the sweetener world. Give it a try if you want something new and natural. Let's talk about sugar alcohols, starting with one of the most popular, erythritol. Erythritol is found naturally in small amounts in fruits like pears and grapes, but the kind you find in stores is made on a much larger scale by fermenting glucose, often from corn or wheat starch. It's about 70% as sweet as table sugar, but with almost no calories, and it doesn't cause spikes in blood sugar or insulin, making it a favorite for people watching their carb intake or managing diabetes. Unlike other sugar alcohols, which can cause bloating or digestive upset, most erythritol passes through your body unchanged, so it's much less likely to cause stomach issues, even in larger amounts. That's why you'll see it in so many keto-friendly snacks, sugar-free desserts, and diabetic products on grocery shelves. But in 2023, a study made headlines by linking high blood levels of erythritol to a greater risk of heart attack and stroke, raising new questions about its long-term safety. It's important to note that the study was correlational, not causal, so it doesn't prove erythritol is the direct cause. But it's definitely a red flag that scientists are now investigating further. Until we know more, it's smart to use erythritol in moderation, just as you would with any sweetener, and to focus on a balanced diet overall. Erythritol was once considered the safest sugar alcohol available, but as new research emerges, our understanding continues to evolve. If you use it regularly, keep an eye out for new studies and recommendations from health experts. Remember, just because something is labeled natural doesn't always mean it's completely risk-free. So stay informed and make choices that work best for your health. Next, xylitol, a sugar alcohol famous for dental health. It's as sweet as sugar, but with 40% fewer calories. Xylitol starves cavity-causing bacteria, making it a favorite in sugar-free gum and toothpaste. Studies show it reduces plaque and tooth decay, unique among sweeteners. The downside? It can cause digestive issues like gas and diarrhea if you eat too much. Most people tolerate small amounts, but large doses can be a problem. Critically, xylitol is extremely toxic to dogs. Even tiny amounts can be fatal. Always keep xylitol products away from pets and check labels, especially on peanut butter. For humans, it's a dental hero with some digestive caveats. For dogs, it's deadly. Use xylitol wisely and responsibly. It's a powerful tool, but handle with care. Finally, let's clear up a common misconception. High fructose corn syrup, or HFCS, is not a sugar substitute, even though it's often marketed as something different or even healthier. It's just another form of sugar, made from cornstarch and widely used in sodas, processed foods, salad dressings, and even bread. Its presence in so many everyday products means most people consume it without even realizing. Chemically, HFCS is about half glucose and half fructose, almost identical to table sugar, or sucralose in its makeup and how your body processes it. The real issue isn't the molecule itself, but the sheer amount of it that's added to our food supply, making it easy to consume far more sugar than we realize. HFCS made it cheap and easy for manufacturers to add sugar to almost everything, fueling a culture of overconsumption and hidden sugars in our diets. When you eat too much, the excess fructose is processed by your liver, which can eventually lead to fatty liver disease, high triglycerides, and insulin resistance. Serious health risks that often go unnoticed until it's too late. Over time, these changes drive the development of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease, all of which are on the rise worldwide. Don't be fooled. HFCS is sugar, plain and simple, and it's hiding in more foods than you might expect. Make it a habit to read ingredient labels carefully and cut back wherever you can, especially on processed and packaged foods. Reducing your intake of HFCS and choosing whole, fresh foods is one of the best things you can do for your long-term health and well-being. We've covered natural and artificial sweeteners, sugar alcohols, and the HFCS trap. The key takeaway: not all sugar substitutes are equal, and science is always evolving. Use these tools to cut back on added sugars, but remember, no sweetener is a magic fix. Whole, unprocessed foods are always best. For occasional sweetness, make informed choices based on your needs and preferences. Talk to your doctor or dietitian for personalized advice. What works for one person may not work for another. Share your experiences in the comments. Let's learn from each other. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and see you next time. Choose your sweetness wisely.